this is an emotional chapter. We're finally giving a long talk with Eri after a very long time. The poor child still cannot smile, but who can blame her? The life she lived was extremely horrifying. However, we're also seem to be introduced to the villain of this arc, and I have a very big feeling he's gonna bring enormous amount of despair, especially on what is implying right now. Hi, for those who are watching, the Angry MF and the Despair Reviewer, bringing you chapter 170 of Boku no Hero Academia. Turns out that Deku and Mirio are heading towards seeing Eri-chan, who has actually questioned to talk to them. So they do indeed see. Her horn has shrunk, meaning that her rampage level seems very low. As Mirio gives her some apples as sweetening, she then suddenly, is a bit comical, but she actually said, I didn't know your name, and that's actually true. Deku never really did tell Eri her name, now his name, so he does. And Eri apologizes for what happened to them and what happened to the man in glasses. Unfortunately, Eri doesn't know that Sir Night Eye died, and if she did, she would probably blame herself even more than she already does. However, Mirio, a true hero and a true kind guy, just pats her head and says that it's not your nobody thinks you caused painful things, and especially not the fact that I lost my powers. You are safe, and that is nothing to apologize for. And she wonders how to smile again, as Deku realizes that even though she may have been saved from the grasp of a villain, she is still clouded in the in that villain's despairing embrace. Well, not that embrace is the wrong word. She's still trapped by that man's despair. So he wonders how can he teach her to smile, and then he remembers what Ayama said, and actually questions the Eraserhead to maybe she can come to the culture festival. And in a way, that is a good idea. She's gonna be surrounded by the many different students. They're all gonna play and have fun. That will be the perfect place to teach a child like this how to smile. However, I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Mostly because in the end, despair always is a bitch and finds its ways to do anything else. So they are gonna talk with the principal, and then they may be able to get that. However, mm, uh, so however, the ending of this chapter hints towards something else, as we see a guy who begins to rob a store. Uh, um, a group of heroes tries to stop him, but the guy kills them pretty easily, mind you. At least I think he kills them, because there's one guy who looks like he has been cut in half. But he didn't take any of the money. No, he just put on a performance. Apparently his name is ironically called Gentle. Seems to have that little French stereotype of being very overdramatic. And he is joined by his sidekick, La Brava, a seemingly young-looking girl who seems to keep tabs on their record. It seems Gentle has been causing some disturbance in these neighborhoods. A lot of kills, yes. However, he doesn't take money, nor does he take anything else. Uh, all he wishes is for his name to be etched into history. And no, no, I'm just saying no, this is not good. Because this greatly, greatly means that he will find out about the school festival. He says he wants his name to be etched into history. And what greater way to etch your name into history by attacking a school that holds a culture festival, or take the child that have the power to rewind another one's body. Yeah, the despair in in this moment are endless. And I have a very big feeling he is going to be at a culture festival, because in the end, Eri-chan is just not gonna get her happiness. I wanted her to be safe. I do not want a villain to take her away. I want her to use her power for good. However, this seems to imply, especially that theory made by Joy by theorists, that no, Eri-chan is just not gonna have that luck, is she? So we're introduced to the villain, Gentle and La Brava, two very weird looking people, but again, that guess what it is. It's even weirder how it tries to pour tea on top of a windy place and only the tea only spills away. So he will definitely crash the party. And if not, will he join the villain alliance? Well, he says he wants to etch his name into history. Does that mean he want to do it himself, or does it mean he wants to do it together with anyone? Who knows? I was really hoping this arc was going to be a slow down arc, not so much hyping up for despair. But you cannot have too much slowing down. You have to have a little despair if you want the story to go on. But you give me a false if you have any.